Hello friends, it's good to see you today. As you can see, I'm sitting here in the sanctuary with our white paraments out that remind us this coming Sunday is Transfiguration Sunday. Right after that is Ash Wednesday, which begins the season of Lent. All of those things remind us how important this season is. So just pay close attention to events over the coming weeks. And one thing I want to talk to you about today is the special announcement from our lead team and health team here at Dixon First. Family, we are so excited to share the results of our health team and lead team's work this past week. Over the past several weeks, we've received a lot of feedback about how eager we all are to start doing things in person again soon. We appreciate all those suggestions and hope that our whole church family always feels like our leaders care and are willing to listen to all sides on important issues. For those of you who offered to help us develop solutions, we will be in touch. Thank you for that. First, everyone on the lead team and health team agree that many COVID numbers have been improving these past few weeks. We were reminded that it was on January the 8th that our nation had the highest number of new COVID cases in one day that any country has ever recorded. Check out the footnote in your congregational letter this week for some interesting info on that. While the numbers are improving, we must ask everyone to stay diligent in taking safety precautions for the sake of others. When our health team and lead team made their last decision about remaining virtual versus offering in-person worship, it was about a week after January the 8th, and so in hindsight, that was a hard decision, but it was the best decision anyone could have made for the good of others. We were also reminded that, one, the number of COVID deaths per day peaked even more recently than January the 8th, and two, the variants, B.1.1.7 from the UK, the other one from Brazil, and especially the variant from South Africa, still carry some unknowns. And yet, despite those issues, we are confident that our First UMC family will be glad to hear that our health team and lead team unanimously agreed for us to move back to in-person worship starting this Sunday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's. We know it's been frustrating to not be able to gather, but let's bear in mind how much our health and lead teams have been very diligent and quite trustworthy and very accurate in their work. Remember last April and May when our health team told us to start wearing masks, use social distancing, and stop congregational singing? At that time, very few other churches in our area did the same thing. Yet most other churches are now taking some or all of those steps. We believe that if others in our area can keep taking such careful steps, that alongside the vaccines, our COVID numbers will continue to improve. We have also discussed many times that for things like faith formation for all ages, there's no substitute for face-to-face interaction. Most Methodist pastors, including me, don't like how so many TV preachers use a screen as their only contact with viewers. For all of us on staff, things like YouTube or screens like Google Meet or Zoom to connect our family is not ideal. It actually doesn't even qualify as a substitute for in-person contact and would never replace it. But last March, we were asked by our bishop and Governor Lee to make other people's safety and health a priority and to close for an extended period. Our bishop made similar requests multiple times, even in November, December. When we began using YouTube, Zoom, etc., they were not a viable alternative to in-person gathering. But we also knew they were much better than closing our doors and doing nothing else. So while the steps taken by our leaders, laity, and staff have more safely connected our church family electronically, those steps are not the same as in-person activity. Our leaders have also committed to begin taking careful steps toward opening up more in-person activities, but we ask that everyone be patient as those steps are taken, so we ensure that all safety health measures are followed. We are currently working with groups like our kids to draft and refine policies or protocols so our health team can review those at its meeting next month. We could use your help, everyone, in three major areas. First, please get the vaccine as soon as it's available for your age group or your profession. Second, please think about your ministry area and how your team could develop protocols they will follow so we can start doing those things in person. Remember that many protocols have been reviewed and approved already, so instead of recreating the wheel, ask a member of our health team for a set of protocols already approved and adapt those to fit your group. And finally, please follow all the health team's guidelines. Continue to pray for and be patient with them as they help us navigate these next 3 to 4 months. In just a moment, I want you to listen to Linda's song as she reminds us that there is strength, there is hope, and there is power in the name of the Lord. Now, we at Dixon First look forward to seeing you Sunday, whether it's in person, it's on YouTube or Facebook Live, whatever. May God continue to bless and grow this wonderful church family that works so hard at being our very best for God in faith and in life. May God continue to bless us with truth and grace in the near term and with multiplying growth in the days ahead. We are so glad to serve Christ alongside you.
The crowds have lined the narrow street to see this man from Galilee. Just a carpenter, some say, leading fools astray. Yet many kneel to give him praise. And in his eyes they glimpse the power that sees the hearts of all men. And he knows his Father's mind. He speaks his Father's words, for he comes in the name of the Lord. There is strength in the name of the Lord. There is power in the name of the Lord. There is hope in the name of the Lord. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. When my plans have fallen through, and when my strength is nearly gone, when there's nothing left to do but just depend on you and the power of your name. And as we call upon your name, your strength through weakness to show, we can know the Master's plan.